there has been rumblings that basically, Kelsey Plum wanted to get the hell away from them. Meaning Becky Hammon and Aves Wilson. And I'm here to tell you guys, it is looking like that way because none other than Kelsey Plum actually fired shots at the Las Vegas Aces in her opening press conference interview.
With 5 important players leaving the team and controversy raging, it may seem like the end of the Las Vegas Aces dynasty, but there's more to this tale than meets the eye.
Now, we know throughout the offseason there has been a lot of chatter behind the scenes in regards to the Las Vegas Aces. The Las Vegas Aces team was completely derailed at the conclusion of the season, which leaving a lot of people to speculate what the hell is going on in Vegas.
In her first press conference with the LA Sparks, Kelsey Plum broke her silence and began blaming her former club. However, that's only the beginning. Is A'ja Wilson truly to blame for the team's collapse and exodus? Did coach Becky Hammon play a role? Or is there a larger conspiracy at work? Let's examine it.
Just a question for Kelsey. You came from a place in Las Vegas that really valued player health and player experience. I'm just curious what it was about LA that convinced you that the Sparks would also provide a high-quality player experience and amenities.
Imagine this Kelsey Plum with a LA Sparks jersey while standing at the stage. There is a sense of unease in the air, and expectation is high. What will she say next?
I'll say every step of the way, they have not just met but exceeded my expectations. And I've been treated better than I've ever been as a WNBA player. And I think that, at times, people have their own experiences, but I can speak for myself, and this has been first class.
Initially, there are the customary press conference greetings and expressions of gratitude, but Plum then drops a bombshell that shakes the WNBA. As a WNBA player, I've never received better treatment. But wait, why did she just take aim at the Aces?
I know that this franchise is extremely valuing the opportunity to be able to support players in any way that they can. And I've seen that firsthand. And, obviously as the franchise, we continue to build on this year. And, there's been a lot of change in the last couple of years with, coach and management and things like that. I'm excited to be part of the new wave. And, we'll be able to show players that this is a place where LA you want to play.
Let's dissect this. Plum has been with the Aces for years. She has won championships with them. In her final season, she averaged 17.8 points for 0.2 assists and 2.6 rebounds per game. She was drafted there. She appeared content. So why is she implying that she wasn't treated well? Let's take a look at what's going on in Las Vegas.
I've been treated better than I ever have been as a WNBA player. Now, that is the comment there that is raising eyebrows amongst fans in regards to Kelsey Plum, stating that she's been treated better so far than she has ever been as a WNBA player.
This is when things start to get interesting. Plum's remarks go beyond her treatment in Los Angeles. There is a glimpse into the Aces locker room. Do you recall the days when the Aces were unbeatable? It seems like that perfect image was an illusion.
For someone like me, it's just a perfect mix of preparation and opportunity. I've been chomping at the bit to get the opportunity to be able to lead and show, who I am as a player on a different scale. And so I'm just really excited about that. And I've never been more ready. And, I think some people might be surprised, but no one that really knows will be.
Plum isn't done, though. She comments about how excited she is for her new position and the chance to make a bigger contribution. Is she implying that she was held back by the Aces?
It's always been leading by example, a level of consistency as a pro these days. We get caught up in how we feel. It doesn't matter how you feel as a leader. You got to show up and lead. There's a level of competitiveness that has to be consistent every day. It's a culture. Other than that, just having fun. We all play better and enjoy ourselves when we're doing what we love to do. She's definitely sending subliminals back to Vegas, bro.
Social media responses have been crazy. While some fans are thrilled about Plum's fresh starting with the Sparks, others are criticizing the team management. One fan even went so far as to say that Kelsey should stop always bringing up the fact that someone earned unanimous MVP and instead concentrate on our own game, which is a clear jab at A'ja Wilson.
just feel like an overwhelming sense of love, I feel like open arms. I was actually in the airport this morning and I was just getting some water and the guy was like, "Go Sparks," It's just, I feel that. So I'm excited about that because I really do feel like people have kind of already wrapped their arms around me. I haven't even played a game yet. Just the welcoming of my teammates and coach and Reagan and ownership. I feel very loved already.
Consider it. Not only is Plum's move to the Sparks a change of jersey, but it's a complete change in her career. She wants to redefine her role and impact, making it seem like she's breaking free from something. But keep in mind that Plum isn't just any player. She's a WNBA champion and an Olympic gold medalist. So when a player of her caliber talks about needing a different scale to demonstrate who she is, it's more than just talk. It's a declaration and
I'm so grateful to be reunited with Dee, to play with people like Cam and Rakia, and I could continue to go on the list.
And this is the truth. Plum's statements highlight the Aces organization rather than simply herself. Behind those Vegas lights, gamers are actually feeling underappreciated and constrained. The fuse has been lighted by Plum's remarks, and the implosion is taking place.
Here to compete, so there's expectations to win right away, and I know for me, there is a level of intensity and work ethic that I do bring to the table, but really just I'm grateful for this opportunity to show that being one of the best players in the world and just taking this franchise back to where it's been and where it will continue to go. So again, I just want to thank ownership support, and really just means a lot that everyone's here, and it's a new day in LA, so we're gonna hoop.
Remember when players were sacrificing their salaries to compete for the championship ring, and the Aces were the team that everyone wanted to join? Well, those days are over. Empire is collapsing more quickly than a house of cards during a Vegas windstorm, and you won't believe who will be the next to leave.
So, for all Aces fans, it's over. It's over. It's over. The reign of the Aces is over. I understand the shortest dynasty in the history of the sport of basketball. I've never heard of a dynasty that won 2 championships and then was done, because you're seeing all the ring-chasing free agents getting out of Vegas.
Coach Becky Hammon forewarned us that things would change following their heartbreaking semifinals defeat, but no one anticipated this. The Aces roster is looking like Swiss cheese as a result of a complete exodus, not just 1 or 2 players leaving.
We have to get better. We have to really take a sharp look at ourselves, look ourselves in the mirror, see our shortcomings, and then, you got to make the moves necessary, whatever that means, to put the best product that we possibly can. It's not going to be the same group probably next year. It just won't. And I'm sad about that, because I really like that group. They're a pain in my ass, but I was a pain in their ass too.
Let's begin with Kate Martin, the beloved fan favorite and promising young player who had Aces supporters hoping for a bright future. However, the Golden State Valkyries grabbed her up faster than you could say rookie error when the Aces left her unprotected in the expansion draft. I'm really excited for this new beginning and to build something from the ground up here with the Valkyries ouch Aces that's got to sting, Martin says, expressing her excitement for her new job.
Really excited. This league is all about opportunity, and, you just need one shot, right? And I am very thankful for the Aces and everything I got to learn there, but I'm really excited for this new beginning and to build something from the ground up here with the Valkyries.
Please keep your hats on if you felt it was awful. The defending WNBA 6th Player of the Year, Tiffany Hayes, is also leaving Sin City. She will be joining Kate Martin on the Valkyries, where she will contribute 9.5 points, 2.8 rebounds, and 2.1 assists a game. A huge blow to the Aces bench depth, people.
You mean to tell me that 2-time WNBA champion, the face of the God Dog League, okay? The Aces' main girl, right-hand man, Sydney Colson, is no longer returning to the Aces and is signing with the Indiana Fever? First of all, do the Fever even have any more roster spots open? How many folks are you guys going to sign?
But we haven't finished yet. Alicia Clark is excited to return to her former stomping grounds in Seattle after winning a championship with the Aces. She says, "I would love to go back to my WNBA home, which is Seattle." For the Aces, another one bites the dust.
Then, of course, there is Tiffany Hayes, who, guys, Tiffany Hayes was not even supposed to be in the WNBA last season. She had actually retired in the offseason of 2024.
So, are the dazzling lights of new opportunities, or is there something wrong with the state of Las Vegas that is turning all these gamers away? This is when things start to get interesting. Following the acquisition of Jewel Lloyd and her supermax salary, the Aces are rushing to complete their squad with minimum contracts because the salary cap is tighter than a Vegas poker player's hold on their chips. The Aces are running out in what feels like a high-stakes game of musical chairs.
Let's start with Alicia Clark. According to Ramona Shelburne of ESPN, the Aces wanted to bring back Alicia Clark. But when Seattle came a-knocking, Alicia was like, you know what? I would love to go back to my WNBA home, which is Seattle. Now, guys, if y'all don't know, Alicia Clark won 2 titles with the Seattle Storm in 2018 and 2020. And now at 37 years old, she is looking to bring her 3-and-D game back to Seattle.
Let's discuss the actual behind-the-scenes activities with the Aces. You thought Exodus was a horrible player? Well, hold on, because the turmoil in the front office makes their on-court problems seem like child's play. Remember when the Aces front office was the league's envy? Those days are long gone, and now it's more like a ghost town at the heart of this catastrophe. The strange part is that months later, the Aces still haven't named a new general manager. Talk about putting your company in limbo. General manager Natalie Williams, or should I say ex-general manager, was fired because of a hazy front office restructure.
I don't want to be great for you guys, no offense, but I want to be great for my team. I want to be great for this franchise. It is hard as shit. It is hard as shit because there's tons of people that want to break you down. Great teams in this league that are going to try to come after you every single night. But when it comes to taking accountability, I have no problem in that because I want to be great. I want to be great for my teammates. So yes, it can start in practice. Yes, it starts in training camp. Yes, it starts in the wins and the losses. But I'm not going to stop. I'm going to continue to challenge myself and my teammates every single day. Because when you're talking about greatness, it starts with consistency.
However, there are more rumors circulating that head coach Becky Hammon is considering a power play. Word on the street is that she is aiming for a dual role because the setup her former boss Greg Popovich had as both head coach and general manager sounds familiar. But let's face it, is consolidating that much power a good idea? As soon as your house is already burning, speaking of Hammon, she has her own troubles. You may recall that she was suspended for breaking the league's regulation regarding respect in the workplace. Yes, it didn't exactly improve the Aces' reputation, but that's only the beginning.
But also, there is a huge thing that you all have to keep in mind is that the Las Vegas Aces do not have a GM right now. They let go of their GM a couple months ago, and they have not put anyone in that place. And so, hey, Nikki Fargas and Becky Hammon are trying to make some wonders without an actual GM.
Not to mention the DEA Hummy lawsuit. The former Aces player is claiming that she was subjected to discrimination and unfair treatment because of her pregnancy. The league took this seriously enough to fine the Aces $500,000 and deprive them of their 2025 first-round draft pick.
What is going on in their locker room? Like, this Aces team is falling apart. This is not a coach that I would want to play for.
We're not done yet, though, because the league is now looking into the Aces for possible salary cap circumvention. They're looking into undisclosed benefits that players receive. In other words, they're accused of smuggling extra perks under the table. With all this drama, is it any wonder that players are fleeing? The Aces have changed from being the team that everyone wanted to join to the team that everyone is trying to get away from.
On top of that, the league is investigating the Aces for potential salary cap circumvention. Back in May, the Las Vegas Convention Authority gave each of the players an additional $100,000 to basically be active in the community.
Are you prepared for the tale of Indiana Fever's comeback? One team is composing a symphony of success, while the Aces are using their squad to play musical chairs. It is time to discuss the team that has transformed from the WNBA's punching bag to the talk of the town image. The Indiana Fever want the league's cellar residents to begin making moves that draw attention and raise eyebrows as Vegas collapses. The team is putting on a fantastic team-building exercise, but can they actually go from worst to first?
Breaking news came down, so we have to discuss it. This is what we do here. We're talking about the Indiana Fever making yet another move, Alicia, because they're Thanos right now and they're collecting all the Infinity Stones.
Let's discuss their free agency purchasing binge. It seems as though they are compiling a list of WNBA royalty to support their generational superstar Caitlin Clark and Aaliyah's Fab Four Boston Lexi Hull and Kelsey Mitchell Natasha Howard, who has 3 WNBA champion court Dananna Bonner, a 4-time champion, brings her flexibility and defensive skills to the forefront. Sydney Carlson contributes championship experience and a winning mentality from her time with the Aces, while All-Star offers a scoring punch and veteran leadership. Sophie Cunningham, known for her fierce competition and clutch shooting, also joins the mix.
I am ready to proclaim the Indiana Fever as your WNBA champs.
But that's not all. The Fever didn't just bring in new talent. They kept their homegrown star, Kelsey Mitchell, which is how you foster loyalty. Here's where it gets interesting. Mitchell, who is stuck with the Fever through thick and thin, now has a supporting cast that can help her shine even brighter. The players chose the Fever in one offseason, and they went from being a laughingstock in the league to a potential powerhouse. And you know what? It's a slap in the face to those who had doubted them, like Cheryl Swoops, who once claimed that no one wanted to play in Indiana.
Building quality depth is going to be important. When you have a core 3 like we have, surrounding them with players who are going to, fill the roles, certainly, first and foremost, who are going to embrace the roles, secondly, and who give us the best opportunities for success by complementing what they do really, really well.
Even if the Aces are coping with drama and departures, the Fever are demonstrating to everyone how to do it by creating a supportive team environment, making wise managerial choices, and drastically altering the course of their franchise's success. Watching a phoenix rise from the ashes is similar, except instead of flames, it is clad in fever red and blue. Not to mention the mastermind behind this metamorphosis. It seems like the band is coming together again, but this time they're prepared to top the charts thanks to Kelly Krakoff, the team's returning president, who has orchestrated a comeback for the ages by hiring Amber Cox as general manager, a wise move that is already paying dividends, and Stephanie White as head coach.
That doesn't make any sense by any stretch of the imagination. In what way would you not want to play in Indiana? The place where you're getting sold out arenas, the most viewership on television, playing with a player who was top 3 in MVP voting as a rookie, who clearly elevates her teammates around her. She scores a lot, but she is also dishing out the ball, able to elevate everyone around her. Why wouldn't you want to be in that system?
In addition to assembling a team, the Fever are fostering a winning atmosphere and demonstrating that, with the correct management, astute acquisitions, and a splash of in-house talent, things can be turned around more quickly than you might imagine. The Indiana Fever, the WNBA champions, are subtly establishing themselves as a force, and it's not only Caitlin Clark. In order to help their rising star, they are bringing back important players like Kelly Krakoff and recruiting championship veterans. Meanwhile, the Aces are battling leadership problems and locker room conflict, which might badly jeopardize their plans for reconstruction.
Indiana Fever are officially title contenders. Every day they have something new for us in free agency. And today it's Miss Dananna Bonner. 6-time WNBA All-Star and WNBA champ, a veteran in this game, can pretty much do it all, also an enforcer, nasty defense. Should I continue? We have a new starting 5. Caitlin at the 1, Kelsey at the 2, Dananna at the 3, Natasha Howard at the 4, and Aaliyah Boston at the 5.
Here's the thing. The WNBA is undergoing significant change. The fall of the Aces isn't just about losing players. It's about a culture of arrogance finally catching up to them as they scramble to put together something special. So, who will you support when the dust settles? The mighty Aces trying to hold onto their throne, or the up-and-coming Fever ready to take the league by storm? One thing is certain, though, this upcoming season is going to be wild. The power dynamics are shifting, and we're all in for one incredible show. Let us know in the comments, like, subscribe, and turn on all notifications so you don't miss a thing. We'll see you in the next one after you click the video on the screen.
I'm really trying here not to crash out, okay? I can't take too much more. I just said the other day, what did I say? Another bomb is Sunday. I said, this isn't it. You know, I can't wait to see what the next bomb would be. Didn't know this would be the bomb. Stephanie White ain't playing fair. I have to say it again. Stephanie White is not playing fair. She on one.